Welcome folks to the start of something special. This is our first video series. It's called MusicMakers. I'm Justin Escher, the owner of Escher Guitars, and here we'll be celebrating the beauty of finely crafted guitars, the people that play them, and the beautiful music that brings us all together. You can expect to see finely crafted guitars, hear incredible performances, and meet some of the most interesting and unique people in my musical world. So, grab your chair, maybe get yourself a sip, and let's get ready to dive into the world of guitars and great music. Today, we're thrilled to sit down with Jeremiah Wenger, a talented guitarist who stopped by to help us explore whether different woods give our guitars different voices. Jeremiah is a busy musician. He's immersed himself in music since childhood. Now in his late 20s, he's a sought-after performer, playing with bands like Red Time, Hannah Rose Graves, Why Not, Hawks and Owls, and Cosmic Knot, among others. His versatility shines through as he navigates a wide range of genres, keeping his schedule packed with gigs. He's about ready to hit the road with Red Time, heading to Virginia, West Virginia, and North Carolina, but he carved out just a moment so he could stop by and see us. We asked him to play a bunch of our guitars and share his thoughts, what he hears, what he feels, what he loves, and what doesn't quite resonate. It was a treat to hear him riff on each instrument, breaking down their own unique qualities. And, as a bonus, our host Aaron jumped in for an impromptu jam session at the end that capped off the night perfectly. Let's dive into the conversation.
Welcome back to MusicMakers. This edition we have Jerry Wenger. Am I saying your last name right?
Yep.
Awesome. We are gonna chat about some guitars and some band history, and we're gonna play a ton of cool guitars today from the Escher Guitars lineup. So you play in the band Red Time.
Yep.
Was this a project that you started?
Yeah, me and my partner started it about over a year ago.
Okay.
So.
And you're the guitar player. I've listened to the EP, and I really liked the song. Was it something? Was it something in October? Sometime in October. That's what it is. And you play electric as well, right?
Yep.
Gotcha. Did you play all that on the record as well?
Yeah, everything on the record was me and my partner Hal's.
Okay.
So I did most like the arranging and stuff.
Yeah. Was there a lap steel or a pedal steel in there somewhere?
No, that was an electric guitar trick.
Okay.
Turn up the volume while it comes in.
Gotcha. What came first for you, acoustic or electric?
Trick question, drums.
Drums.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started playing drums when I was like 6 or 7 years old. And then from there I started playing my dad's bass.
Okay.
And picking on the bass a little bit, and that's where I picked up some White Stripes lines, even though there's no bass player in that band.
Yeah.
And then from there, like, my buddy started teaching me a little acoustic, getting more into that kind of stuff.
You know, and maybe I should ask what your first drum kit is, but what was your first guitar?
My first guitar was a Fender Dreadnought acoustic.
Okay.
With Bubinga back and sides.
Okay.
I picked it up off Facebook Marketplace wasn't a thing yet, so Craigslist find for like $200.
Craigslist is old school. Do you still have the guitar?
I do.
Really?
I don't play it though.
You don't?
Yeah, it needs some new tuners.
Oh, okay.
Because it just slips out of tune.
Gotcha. That's a pretty fairly easy fix.
Yeah, for sure.
But so, what was your first drum kit? I guess while we're talking about it.
It was a hand-me-down drum kit that was just kind of pieced together. But from there on out, I went and bought I forget what it was. It was like a '90s Sonar.
Oh, okay.
Like white, Olympic white kind of.
Yeah. Was it like a cocktail kit, like a little smaller, or was it full bore?
Full, huge.
Really?
Yeah, 80s style drum kit.
I know they make
kick drum.
I know they make those really nice Sonar kits that are small cocktail like lounge kits, and they sound awesome.
No, this was massive.
22-inch kick drum.
22-inch kick, but it was like super deep, and then like super deep toms and stuff.
18-inch, 16-inch,
Yeah.
with the power toms up front.
Yeah, exactly. Roto toms and all.
Oh boy. So with Red Time, do you guys have like a most memorable show? Maybe even aside from Red Time, do you have like a gig that was like stand out, whether it was like the coolest gig you'd ever played or maybe the worst one you'd ever played? You don't need to name the bar or place you were playing, but you can just...
I've had a couple rough gigs, but some of the most memorable gigs were like a month ago at Bliss Fest.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just really cool atmosphere. It was our first time being at Bliss Fest as Red Time, and you know, it was just a lot of fun.
I think I saw that video on YouTube. There's you guys playing one of your songs there, but it looked like you guys were in a very, very confined space.
Yeah.
Like what was that stage?
So that was Club Bliss.
Okay.
And it worked out perfect because that was our only indoor show, and it was the only show that we played that got absolutely rained out.
Oh,
so
okay.
everyone kind of came running in to find shelter. And
Yeah.
like we ended up playing to a packed crowd for half hour or so.
Yeah, that's
while
awesome.
It was raining.
Any cover tunes that you guys like to like? What are your? Do you guys have staple cover tunes that you play?
Yeah, we play a lot of like old traditional bluegrass, but we try to bluegrassify some newer stuff.
Oh, okay.
So we do like a cover of Linger. That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And then the traditionals like Old Home Place and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not overly well versed in the grass, if you will, but I'm might have to cut that one. My wife's chuckling behind the camera back there. Oh. So yeah, I'm not overly well versed in bluegrass, but. So you mentioned there is some electric guitar on the Red Time EP that you guys have out. Was that a studio guitar, or is that one of yours that you played?
They're all my guitars.
Okay.
I think mostly that was a Paul Reed Smith, one of the cheap ones, the SEs.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if the Telecaster made it onto the album or not. But.
Paul Reed Smith's precision is something to be discussed, even
for sure.
Even with the lower level models. I mean, it's an engineering feat for sure.
Yeah.
Let's move towards grabbing some of the guitars. I think that's the answer. This is the Maudie Moore, and for anybody who worked at Gibson, I don't know what time frame. Justin, you remember the time frame?
I think it was in the 60s. She worked in lots of different departments, but at some point in time, she was in charge of doing the engraving. So like the Elvis guitar and any of the special engraving, she would make the plates up and do all the special engraving. So she passed away, I guess, just a couple of years ago. And this guitar right here is the only one that's a J45 body. Every other one is just a straight up kind of a Martin Dreadnought shape. This body was raw, but it was done. Not any of the embellishments, but the body was put together. And so I picked it up at her estate sale, and I thought, well, I've got it. I might as well just go ahead and finish it with the rest of the batch. So it'll be interesting to see what you think about it. Certainly all the neck and all that stuff is all stuff that is Escher guitar stuff, but the body itself was Maudie Moore.
Yeah, so Indian rosewood, fretboard, Sitka spruce top, and I believe it is, I got my cheat sheet down here. Indian rosewood back and sides. Just so I'm clear, we got a lot of guitars to go through today.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but yeah, give this thing a shot, whether it's be by finger or by pick. I got a mic here. I'll just chuck in front. That way you can.
Do you know that that's recording?
I've got a pick.
Okay.
So-
Aaron, did you double check that?
Yep, we're running.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it over there.
Okay.
So yeah,
What's the neck made out of?
the neck, I believe,
Okay.
Honduran specifically.
Wow.
Wow's a good start.
It's got a big sound.
And this was I think this was one of the first ones I played out of the last batch, and it was very. I'll let you describe it. Not my opinion on 'em, but what's your bread and butter? What's your guitar that you use on stage?
Right now, I just use a Triplo 18.
Okay.
Which isn't like the traditional flat picking guitar.
Mm-hmm.
I just got it because I wanted something easy to bring around and something different from what I had already.
Yeah.
But usually you want something with like a lot of bottom end and punch like this has.
Yeah, because you're doing single line notes in succession. You know, sometimes at a staccato pace, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and how's the neck on that? Like, how's the neck on this, I should say?
It feels good. It's feels a little wider than what I'm used to, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
I dig it a lot. Yeah, no, it feels great.
Yeah.
1 3/4 is enough.
1 3/4?
Yep, so it's probably a little bit wider. You probably pay 1 5/8, my guess would be.
Yep, you're right.
A little more narrow. And does your guitar that you have a bound neck on it, or is it?
No, it's not bound, which the binding is nice.
Yeah, it's nice visually. I find there's another guitar in here that you'll play that's unbound, and there's just something about it just feels like a lot of these guitars around here. There's a couple of them that are bound, but the ones that aren't bound, you know, you can feel the fret wear or somebody's wedding ring just kind of shaved off the bottom of the frets, right? And it's just smooth. It feels like it has more of a radius to it than
For sure,
it actually
it's a
does.
little rolled over on the edges.
Yeah,
Yeah, where this is like kind of sharp, but like not in a bad way.
yeah, it's crisp because
It's crisp,
it hasn't been
exactly.
broken in yet, right?
Yeah, but it plays very nice.
So this one's got cinnamon top, Indian rosewood back and sides, and is, I don't know, it sounds like a bigger guitar than it is. That's kind of where I'm getting at, but
Yeah, it sounds awesome. It'd be a great rhythm guitar.
well, let's see which one I want to grab next. Grab your bear claw, Justin.
Yeah.
So, but all of them do have their, you know, unique sound. They're consistent in build quality, but there's a little bit of something special with all of them. So
Yeah, this one's way different from the last one. It's almost like tighter sounding.
yeah, well, with an unbound fretboard too, you probably notice it might be a little more comfortable to play. I don't want to lead you into to saying this, but when I played that, I was like, oh yeah, this is, and I'm playing it upside down because I'm left-handed. But
Yeah. I mean, it definitely feels more like what I'm used to. For sure. There's a certain bass characteristic to it too. It's not as bassy as the last one, but it's different. No, it sounds very nice. Very even.
yeah,
Even and full.
and that is a good point. That it's a little bit tighter of a sound, where it's like all the riffs that you played sound more fit for this guitar than the last.
Do you tune
For
it
sure.
differently for bluegrass? Or, like it's always the same?
It's always the same.
Yeah.
At least for from what I do.
Yeah, you guys
Some
are
people
just
do sweetened tunings for like different bluegrass styles and whatnot that work with better with the key of G and stuff like that.
yeah. You go a few cents here or there on
Yeah.
certain notes. Yeah.
No, it sounds very even. Where I feel like the other one was a little bit more scooped,
Yep.
had a little bit more low and a little bit more high end. Where this one is a lot of low mids.
Yeah. We won't get you too sold on this one. So this is the other bear claw. It's a little bit more. It's not as pronounced, right? It's still got that kind of pattern to it.
Yeah,
But
lightning bolt kind of.
yeah.
That's the maestro.
Yeah, so this is Justin's friend Sal's guitar that he commissioned, and the difference with this one, it doesn't have an ebony fretboard on it. It is Brazilian rosewood, and it's got Brazilian. Let's see here. Don't want to get it wrong. Indian rosewood back and sides.
Okay.
So don't want to butcher the woods. It's important.
It is. This one's almost like a mix of the last two.
It is.
You know?
It's on the high end.
Yeah,
You'd
it's
notice-
got the sizzly high end thing, but it's still got like the same low end characteristic of the last guitar.
And this one was a standout. This was in the second batch of Justin's guitars, and when we picked this up, we're like, holy cow, there's something. We played a couple other ones, and they had their own characteristics, but this one really was one of the standouts of the bunch.
Things, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful, especially the rosette and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Is that abalone? Or
Yep.
Is that, okay. Something like that.
So from a chording perspective, I mean, how do you think they sound?
Like this one compared to the last one, or just in general?
Just in general. I mean,
It sounded great. It sounded very crisp and balanced all over. But it's still got like some decent push to it.
Yeah.
You know? That's
Now-
one thing I always get lost with my triple O guitar in like a jam session.
Mhm.
So I'm always fighting it, trying
You gotta-
to get the most out of it.
you gotta dig into it,
Gotta
yeah.
dig in and beat the hell out of it. So this one, it's just, the notes just jump out.
yeah, there is something to be said about, like the mid-range in terms of frequencies in a mix. Like
Yeah.
you're really trying to push out, but the problem is in bluegrass, a lot of your stuff is in the mid-range. You got a lot of vocal, you got a lot of mandolin that's it's getting into the higher frequencies, but you're still, you've got even some upright bass frequencies that you still want a little bit of that click in there from hand noise, but
It's the fight of the mid-range.
yeah. Now, in terms of flat picking, do you have the action set lower or a little higher, and you just have some natural hand strength? I know as somebody who primarily plays acoustic, you're going to have a pretty strong left hand in order to get it done, right?
Yeah, for sure. I'd have it set just about like this.
Yeah, enough where you want to ring those chords out. You don't get any buzzing when you really want to dig in, right?
Yeah, for sure. There's a couple different schools of thought on that. They say that like Tony Rice had really low action.
Yeah.
He'd play really quietly.
Yeah.
But somehow get all that tone out of there. Mm-hmm. Where if I picked up that guitar, I'd probably just make it sound...
Yeah, it'd be all buzzy and... Yeah. Well, let's move on to... So this is the first of the Escher Bursts. And I don't want to... Yeah.
Hand painted?
Hand finished.
Yeah, he just always own finishing.
And so this is the one that is... it's got a Brazilian rosewood...
Oh, that's the Indian rose.
Oh, I got it wrong. I knew I was going to get it wrong. The Indian rosewood, fretboard and bridge. So,
one thing I noticed right off the bat is it seems lighter.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot lighter.
Yes.
I like the little detail here.
oh yeah, the little
black line around.
pin stripe on the binding.
That looks nice. Yeah, for sure, definitely. Darker kind of guitar.
Yeah. So, with this guitar, what else stands out after playing it?
Be good for like finger picking and whatnot.
I was gonna say, do you do any finger style? Or,
Not really, no.
Yeah, all flat picking.
Yeah. Yeah, most of my stuff is with a pick. I can try to finger pick. I almost do better.
Oh, yeah, hybrid. When you dig in more, the more you get out of that guitar. That's one thing I just noticed just now. I never noticed that. I played these guitars hundreds of times, but
yeah, this guitar is super dynamic.
Yeah, if you get after it a little more, it gives you a little more back.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, it sounds great.
Well, let's move on to the next burst.
Right off the bat, more bass than the last one.
Yeah,
For sure. Like resonant.
yeah, it's a little, right?
It's got like a nice upper mid-range thing going on too.
Mm-hmm. It feels right when you got it up against you.
Yeah, you feel it vibrate in your rib cage almost.
I feel like I don't hear a lot of bends in bluegrass music, so and maybe I don't listen to bluegrass enough, but
That's definitely, I don't know. I throw in a lot of bends from playing blues and stuff like that too.
yep,
You know,
definitely.
That kind of stuff. No, this guitar, it feels extra punchy.
Yeah,
You know?
it's got a little more. It gives a little more to you without having to try as hard, right?
Yeah, for sure. And even when you do try hard, it just keeps on giving.
Yeah.
You know? No, it sounds great.
I feel like it's evident with these guitars. You know, you go into a guitar shop, you pick a handful of them off the wall, you play them all, right? You could play 4 of the same guitar, and some of them just have that mojo or that, you know, just the tone that guys are looking for, right?
Yeah, specifically acoustic guitars too.
And you can play. I've never been able to do this other than with these guitars, but these serial numbers are right next to each other, right? Like it's very rare to play, let's say, a vintage guitar, any one of these vintage guitars that are what we would call brothers or sisters, side by side, serial numbers, one number off.
Yeah.
But all of these have been made in succession, you know?
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
interesting to see the tonal qualities jump out from each one where they have different voicings, you know?
For sure. Just different things like how does the fretboard feel and stuff too.
Yeah.
You know?
So let's bring out the Johnny Cash model, I'll call it. Not that Justin will ever market his guitar to be a Johnny Cash guitar, but
Oh, the man in black.
so Sitka spruce top. This one's got maple back and sides. Yeah. So but what do you think?
I think it sounds sweet. Definitely sounds a lot different than I thought it would.
Yeah.
You know? It's got a lot of body. But it doesn't feel like it has the headroom of the last 2 guitars.
Yeah, it doesn't have a crazy ring to it.
Yeah.
In terms of resonance. But what I did notice with this, like comparing, let's say, like a Gibson Les Paul to like a Fender, you can hear the roundness of the string, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's like a little more, I don't even know what to call it, but there's like a little more tone to the string. You hear more of the string, the note. So
Yeah. What's this top again?
this is a Sitka spruce top. So the real difference is the
Back and side.
yeah, the maple. So yeah.
That was interesting. It's hard to describe how it actually sounded. You know?
Yeah.
play Johnny Cash riffs.
Yeah. I shouldn't have prefaced this with that, but it's the only all black one, so.
Yeah.
Love it.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
So the next one, I guess I should ask, is there any final thoughts on this one?
Not really. I mean, I think it's a beautiful guitar. It plays very nice. Can't put into words how I think it sounds, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Let me a little less clarity, a little more mid-range jangle maybe.
Yeah, like something with the upper mid-range.
Yeah, different frequency band
Yeah.
that it's highlighting. So it's not overly sparkly, but I wouldn't call it dark. That's somewhere in the middle.
No, yeah, it's definitely not dark. It's nice and
It's more focused. It's kind of like
Yeah.
there's a specific band of frequencies that it's hitting, and it's
you can make it jangly if you want.
yeah.
But you can also
Yeah.
increase the mid-range a little bit. Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be a good like all-rounder.
it's less dense than.
Maple falls in between Indian Rose.
So this one is a cedar top.
Oh, okay.
It's a cedar top, and it is Indian rosewood back and sides.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, the bells and whistles are all made to order at Escher Guitars. So
Like the snake.
if anybody
on
wants one,
top, too.
yeah, she works it.
It's like the medical, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
So give that a shot.
This one reminds me of the first one a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of the second one.
Yeah,
It's got that low end. It's kind of piano-like. I feel like it feels like the second one with like a little bit more punch.
it's got more to give.
Got more to give. It's pretty. It's got some nice resonance to it too. I really like that high mid-range thing going on. Like really sticks out.
It does.
And I feel like it would cut right through a band mix too.
Exactly. So to me, this guitar, it sounds. First off, when I played all these, it was the same thing. I strummed. I was like, "Whoa, this is." Without even digging into it, it just jumps out at you.
Yeah.
Right. And the other thing is that it's the right frequency for an acoustic guitar. To me, it's like it's perfect, almost.
Absolutely.
Right. And the thing for this one is that it was very resonant. It held on to notes for a long time. You strum a single chord, it resonated for quite a while. And the other thing is,
Let me chime in just a moment. So, Cedar, they say, has more projection with less effort,
Okay.
but it has a lower headroom than like a Sitka spruce or an Adirondack spruce. So if you strum that really hard, it's going to get to that max volume and you won't get any more out of it. But if you just hit it like you've been hitting it, it just sings, you know?
Yeah,
And that's
for
what I
sure.
found when I played that guitar was like, wow, this thing just, you don't have to do a whole lot in order to get some really nice sound out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're doing like the alternating bass part and stuff, it's
Yeah.
like the bass note just
Yeah.
punches right out at you.
Yeah.
and you can feel it in your chest when it's up
Yeah,
against your
yeah,
body. Like
for sure.
it resonates a ton.
No, it's sweet. pick too. It kind of adds more mid-range as well.
Interesting.
You know, like,
Interesting.
so it kind of like helps you cut through a little bit more too. I just don't want to stay off that little E string.
I know. It's yeah, and it's a very woody, punchy. I mean, if I was to go back and buy all my acoustics over again, I would ask for a cedar top, I think. Because
Yeah, same.
I love the way that feels. There's something about it. It's not overly jangly, you know, it doesn't get, you know, some guys talk about some guitars and they're tinny, there's too much. That's not even sparkle. It's the wrong kind of sparkle. It's just not harsh, but it's just too much in the
No, I feel like this is very, like, especially like the lower wound strings are very piano like.
yeah.
Like that's the note.
You can almost hear like you hear every note individually.
Yeah.
There's no kind of in between with the strings. It's
No,
like
absolutely. Even when you play chords. You know,
every single note.
every single note. Even complicated chords too.
Oh, yeah, get jazzy with it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it sounds great. I'm jealous now. I feel like a lot of the leads I take are down on the lower strings too, so it helps that
Yeah.
punch a little bit more, you know?
And that's a wrap on our session with Jeremiah, whose take on the unique voices of our 7 Escher Dreadnoughts was as inspiring as his playing. He gave us plenty to think about, like how wood is key in the shaping of sound in guitars. A big shout out to him for squeezing us in his packed schedule. Jeremiah and Aaron are going to take us out with a little jam. But before they do, I want to mention several of the guitars that you heard today are for sale at EscherGuitars.com. Drop by and take a look. Stay tuned for more episodes of MusicMakers, where we dig deep into the music, the craft, and the soul of guitar making. Catch you next time.